Turn now to that terrifying scene at a holiday parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Shock reverberating through that small town after this. You're seeing this scene. An SUV plowed through a crowd that was gathered at a Christmas parade. At least 5 dead, dozens more are injured, and a number of children among them.
Yes, joining us now is Brayden Kowalski, who was attending that parade with his family. Brayden, thank you for being with us. We understand you were there, obviously. You pulled your 6- and 4-year-old nephews out of the way of that SUV at the very last minute. It is hard to imagine what that was like for you. So I want to ask how you're doing and how your nephews are doing.
Well, I'm doing all right. You know, the youngest of the two is, he doesn't really know what's going on, but the older one's got some questions. He's confused.
Our question here for you, kind of give us an idea of where you were, like kind of where you all were standing, and then when you first got sight of that SUV and knew something was wrong.
I was on the corner of Maple Avenue and Main Street, and just right on the sidewalk, really, and I saw about a block away the SUV hurling towards me.
Brayden, how close of a call was it for you and your nephews? And I'm curious, at what point did you realize, wait, I think this SUV may be aiming for people, including your own people?
The SUV was about 5 feet away from me and my nephews. And it was pretty apparent that it didn't plan on stopping and that, I don't know if they were targeting people, but they for sure weren't dodging people.
How did you process this in the moment, Brayden? I can't imagine, but do you even kind of remember what that moment was like, what you were thinking, what the fear was, and how you reacted?
Yeah, I kind of remember vividly, honestly. I was fear-stricken, but I tried the best I could to help. You know, I have no emergency medical technician training. I couldn't do a whole lot for the people there. Some people had minor injuries, so you could, escort them to the sides of the street, towards the sidewalks, but some people it was best if they were just left where they were.
Brayden, we understand that this is a close-knit community. What do you want our viewers to know about the city and how it's come together in the aftermath?
It's hard to say, it's only been about 12 hours since it happened, but we're definitely very torn apart. It's a very loving community, about 70,000 people, and it kind of feels like we all know somebody who was a part of this, who had to go through this.
Right. Is this a long-standing tradition, right? Look, a lot of us, especially those of us who grew up in small towns, we all have those memories of little kids being at a Christmas parade for our town. This is a long-standing tradition. Is this something you've been to for years and years, and you know everybody in the crowd? It's that type of community event. And what can you imagine next year? What can you imagine for yourself being in a crowd again? How does this impact you and maybe the little ones as well moving forward?
Honestly, I can't imagine that there'll be much of a crowd next year. I hope that, we can all grow and hopefully unite, but I'm not sure. Next year it might be a little weird. We recognize similar faces year to year, but some people might decide to not show up next year. It's hard to tell.
Well, that's a little ways out, of course, and I'm sure you all will find ways to come together and heal, and that's down the road. But right now, it's to take care of each other, take care of those who are wounded, and comfort each other who have the whole community experienced this loss. Brayden, it is good to talk to you. This is a story that a lot of people are keeping an eye on, and our hearts go out to you all in your community. So you take care of yourself, all right?
All right, thanks.
And I'm sure you remember, don't you have memories as a kid?
Of course.
The Christmas
and you
parade.
never had to worry or even think about something like that happening. So it is just so heart-wrenching to hear what happened. But thank God he was there for his nephews.
For the little ones.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.